Hello everyone, welcome to part 21 of Laravel 8 API tutorial, and in this video we are going to learn webhook. Okay, so we are going to make API with webhook. We are going to update the stock via webhook API. We also call this as webhook API. Okay, so here in this one, see in last one when we have done that stock API. Okay, in the last video we have seen in stock API we have the external link. See, this is the external link that we called to update stock. We called in curl to update stock. Okay, you have seen this one. I hope that this was very much clear to you. We have called the external URL to update the stock in curl. You have seen. Okay, so in that one, in the stock API, we have seen that we able to call the server API, external API. Okay, but now what will happen in webhook API? We are going to make the API for the third party. Okay, in the earlier video we have got the API from the third party, and now we are going to make the API for the third party, and we are going to give the API URL that we are going to make to the third party. So this is the difference. Okay, so now let's start. So the things will more clear whenever we will when we able to make the API for this one. So I am going to update in api.php. I am going to create the route for webhook post API. Okay, so I will make it like webhook post API. Okay, so see, webhook is also a part of API. You can say webhook is the lightweight API, you can say, because we are going to make the API itself. We are not going to do some other code. Okay, code itself like an API itself. Okay, so so only thing is we are going to make the API ourselves and will give the link of the API to the third party. This is the only difference that we called as webhook API. And webhook API third party will call only when required, only when the stock will update, only then the third party will call that API that we will make. Okay, so it is better than the normal stock API or REST API. So webhook API is always better than the REST API. Otherwise, what will happen? See, this is the API that we have made. Okay, earlier on you have seen that this is the API that we have made, in which we are calling the third party API, and this API we need to call after every 15 minutes or after every 30 minutes. So it is the waste of the resources, it is the waste of the we can say hosting bandwidth. Okay, so but in webhook API it will not happen like this. It server only call the webhook API when required, when the stock actually update from their end. Okay, so let's do it. Here I am going to make the webhook API route post API itself. We are going to make, so we are going to change the name of the API. Here I am going to make it like update product stock. Okay, we are going to make the new name for the API here, API controller. In API controller we are going to make one function, update product stock, like this. Okay, so now we are going to make this function in API controller here. Okay, so there are two things. One, I can copy this one and can make changes. Okay, and another one is to make the new API. So I can think that I can copy this one because most of the things are same. Okay, and see, do watch every video, do watch last video, otherwise you will not come to learn. Okay, so see, I am going to copy this one because lot of things are same here. So only thing that differs, we are going to change that thing. Okay, so see, first of all we are required to change its function name. It's now update product stock. Okay, so here is the difference. Function name is now update product stock, and after that see authorization, this is same, we are checking with the authorization. So if the authorization is correct, first of all we are checking that authorization must not missing. If the authorization is missing, then then it will show the error message header authorization token is missing in API header. So if the authorization is not missing, then it will check whether the authorization is same. Okay, so if the authorization is not same, then it goes to the error message once again, header authorization is incorrect. So first of all, the same thing that we have done in earlier API, authorization must be correct. Okay, so if the authorization is correct, okay, then we are ready to update that stock. Okay, we are ready to make the stock API. But here we are not going to call the curl, this is not required at all. So this code we are going to remove from here. Okay, so this one will not come here at all. So we can do one thing here, we are going to check its code is from here to here. You can see this one mark. Okay, so we are going to remove here from here, this code we are going to remove because this is not required. So we are working in post now. Okay, so here we are going to write our code, but first of all we are going to check whether we are reaching here or not. We are going to make the API side by side. Okay, so let's make the API side by side in the same way like we have done in last video. We are going to make one post API, and this one we are going to copy the route that we have made. This one is the route, so we can simply copy it and we are going to paste it here. And see here we require the head authorization as well, authorization. And in authorization we want the value we will match the same value, this one. Okay, so now we are going to enter this header authorization token. Now we are going to send this one, and see here the test is coming. Okay, so you can see that we are able to reach there. But if we will not pass the header authorization here, see I have disabled, then it will show the error message like header authorization token is missing in API header. So if I will put the wrong authorization here, like if I will add the one, then it will show header authorization is incorrect. So these conditions are working fine. So now I will put the correct authorization, so it comes at test. Okay, so it is working up till here. So now here, see, so what will happen here, see JSON data in last API, in that normal API, JSON data sent by the third party. You can see this is the third party link that we have created, and this is the JSON data that we have got from the third party, and this is the API that we have called. But now this JSON data we need to make in our request itself. Okay, so this one we will copy this one, and we are going to paste this one in API itself. We are going to paste in body, raw, and here. Okay, so we are going to have this JSON data here. We need to have that JSON. So this is the JSON data that will come in our body, in our webhook API. In webhook we will enter the JSON in here, and the third party we are going to give this URL, this JSON to the third party. Okay, so that the third party can able to call this URL and send the JSON. This will be sent by the third party to update the stock in our database. Okay, so we need to pass the JSON here for testing. Okay, because we don't have the third party link here, JSON is not coming from the third party. We need to manage the JSON of our own. Okay, so that the JSON, see what will happen, this URL we are going to give to the third party. This is our website URL. Okay, that we are going to give to the third party. Okay, so let's work on this one. So here first of all we are going to get the JSON here. So let's do that. But, dollar request all. So first of all we are going to print the JSON data that we have sent from the request of the API. So first we will make sure that the JSON data is coming here. See here, I will click on send, and here you can see the JSON data is coming here in array. Okay, so this one is fine. Now we will use the for each loop once again to loop through the array to update the stock from the SKU. Okay, but before that we will add one more condition here, that this JSON data is coming or not, these items are coming or not. Okay, if the items are not coming, then we are going to show the error message once again. Okay, so see here, if the items are not coming at all, see here items are coming. Main thing is the items are coming or not, and we are going to use the is set here. If is set dollar data items are coming here, okay, items variable is having some values, then it's fine. Otherwise, in else condition, we are going to display the message here, like we are going to display the message here, no items are found. Okay, so we are going to return this message, return response JSON, and in JSON we are going to send status as false, and message, this message we are going to print this message. Android developer will print this message whenever we will send this message to the Android developer. Okay, so here we are going to close and with 422 error message. So we are going to check once here, going to save and see if we will not send anything. I am going to remove this one and click on send, and you can see the another error message is coming, that is no items are found. Okay, so there must be something, otherwise there is no need to call this API. So third party must call this API if there is any item to update. Okay, so this is the reason that this API must call only when there is any item to update, otherwise no need to call this API. Okay, so now if there are items, then we are going to add the for each loop. Okay, so we are going to add this for each loop, and in for each loop these items are coming up. Okay, and we are going to take this one value, or you can take item as well. Okay, we are going to take the value itself as predefined. So we are going to update products attribute table. Here we are going to match with SKU coming inside this one $value SKU, and we are going to update the stock of that SKU. Okay, update the stock of this SKU that is coming in value as well. Fine, and after updating, see, we are going to update all the items. Okay, so after updating, we are going to show the success message. Here we are going to show the product stock updated successfully. Okay, so here we are going to return a response JSON. In JSON, status is this time true, and message is we are going to show this message to the user. No need to show to user, but this is the internal message for us, because user is not involved in updating of this stock. Okay, stock is the internal thing of the website that needs to go at the back end. Okay, so this is message for the client, for the admin, who can regularly check the API is working fine or not. Okay, who can test the API as well in Postman or with other medium. So these messages are meant for the developers. Okay, so here product stock updated successfully, and we have passed the 200 status code. For if there is no error message, there is no error in the API, then it's going to update the stock. So once again we are going to here update to we will make all stock as 0 first of all. Okay, so now we are going to run this API, and let's see that it's going to update the stock. Any stock we can send now. Okay, not only 2345, but we can send the 10 and 20 as well, because no external URL here. Okay, so the stock can be sent anything. So let's click on send and see the product stock updated successfully. Status is true, 200. Okay, so let's see stock updated now to 10 to 20 of both these SKU, BCTS and RCTS. So refresh this one, and you can see the stock updated 10 and 20 of these products. Okay, so like this you can also add more. Okay, so a third party will send will call this URL that we will send to the third party, and in this URL third party will send their own JSON data. Okay, so see, in both the cases we are going to update in our database, and that will be done by the third party, but the way is different. First one, we are going to call the URL. This is the URL URL of the third party that we are going to call in API. In Webhook API, we will make the API for the third party, and third party is going to call whenever there is update in the stock. Okay, but in both the cases we are going to update in our database. We are going to update stock in our table. Okay, so now we are also updating one more I will add here, BCTS, RCTS, and now RCTM here. Let's make it 15 as well. So I'm going to run once again, and we'll see here RCTM update to 15. Okay, so the third party can send the complete JSON data of all the items that are going to update. Okay, only those items that are required to update, they will send that item stock, and we are going to update in our database. Okay, so that is the thing. This is the Webhook API. Okay, I hope that you don't have any trouble. We are going to save this one as well. Okay, keep saving in Postman so that the data will not go away. Here we can make the name like update stock via Webhook API. Okay, update stock via Webhook API. Okay, so this one is fine. Okay, so now see, in next video we are going to validate both this REST API and Webhook API. Both we are going to validate, because if in case wrong item sent by the third party, that item does not exist, SKU of that item does not exist. Okay, or some other variable sent by the third party, then we must show error in our APIs. Okay, so that thing we are going to do. We are going to validate our both Webhook and REST API in next video. Okay, so stay tuned for that. That's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.